Oh, yeah, you can see that. You'd see, yeah, it's like dolphins humping or something. I don't know if they got ding dongs. I'm sorry, that's not funny. I know it ain't nothing funny. I mean, I don't like it to be this way. Nothing funny, but like I mean, I'm looking for. I'm waiting for the day to be lighthearted. It's like I don't know now. Being asked, I don't know what being asked to do. Oh yeah, but it's like David Icke's a perfect example. Like I don't know, has he come clean yet? I mean, of course, you know, like he said, people came to him about all the reptilian stuff. He didn't go hunting this down. You know, he went and visited Kriyu Mutwa, a South African shaman, and you know, like he didn't. You know, the people come to him. I accept that, but like, if you're gonna keep presenting that cosmos stuff, that's what I'm trying to say. I don't care how much truth we've got out of any of them. It seems like, well, they're whatever they are. I don't know if they're real or not. It's like they've served their purpose, and we're dismissing them. Is that not what it seems like? I mean, goddamn, you ain't gonna come clean about the very realm you live in, and we're gonna keep listening to you. You know, that means, you know, you stop telling the truth, and you're not the truth anymore. So I don't, you know, I have not heard him come clean on that. I mean, you can act like, you know, you don't hear us. It reminds you got to come clean. Okay. So what I'm saying. But one thing, what did he tell us? It's about about these entities that, you know, like they'd really be demons. Like, because I'm saying the scripture, like, I mean, my dad said the other day how, you know, like making the point of, you know, if I was trying to say to my mother, like a demon would be physical, because that, you know, the history of them, jinn, you know, gray, whatever they are, you know, it's like reptilians. That's where it comes from. They'd be more like all one, you know, entity, maybe in slightly different physical form. But, you know, the angels, you know, in the scriptures they showed up physically. And what are the demons? Just whatever, you know, fallen angels. You know, so they're the same thing. And why in the New Testament they're only a mist? And of course, my dad in his usual, I don't know where he gets this Jimmy Swaggart arrogance, like trying to correct me that no, demons are not corporeal. And it's like, well, that doesn't make any sense, Dad. I mean, I don't never understand why people can't stop and think. They're fallen, physical. They're angels or physical in the scriptures. We're talking about the story. So whether, you know, why would fallen, I mean, what happened that turned them into a mist or whatever, you know, spirit. You know what I'm saying. So, in short, the hallmark is that they have no creative capacity. And I don't know this. This is what's been coming to me for over a year now. It's like innocence would have to, you know, in innocence itself would have to reside the maximum creative capacity would have to. It just, I don't know if that's true. It doesn't matter. I'm throwing it out there because, I mean, I ain't worried about knowing. I'm like, I'm going through this, you know, like, you know, kind of like improv. I'm not meaning to say the way I mean to. It's like I don't know enough not to. I have to like extrapolate from what's in front of me and just, you know, that's what I do. So I don't try to impress nobody. But that would make sense that you know, that's what the creative, most dynamic, elaborate, you know, the most maximum amount of creativity would lie within innocence. So what would be evil's greatest threat? And why? And, you know, extrapolate. And evil, what I mean, like the reptilians, the greys, the jinn, the demons, like whatever these entities are, there's no reason to assume they're a mist. Bye-bye. I don't know, sir. I'm doing something else. Sorry. There he goes. It's like you can count on one thing. I love what they play dumb. Yeah, and it's like, I know, yeah, but like, you know, those that have perfect timing interference, not saying that one. I just referring to the ones that here, they know. Perfect timing interference, they're acting like they're not part of the hive mind. You know, it's like, it kills me, the way they play dumb. So yeah, if that's any use of information, anyone, I'm sorry it's so long, I'm at work, and I'm trying to, the harder you try to get them concise, seems like the less effective it is. But just consider that. If that's the case, what I'm proposing, then that's one thing. Like evil or the demons or whatever, the reptilians, whatever the enemy of love is, and you know, like don't act like there's no enemy of love. Come on now, how can we be experiencing this? What? I ain't buying this game shit. I think that's that's what the demons want us to think, is they're just NPCs and they're harmless, and you know, That's what it's playing out to be like now, isn't it? So if so they have no creative capacity, and I think they almost like way I explain, it's almost like that's what they fear. So one thing they cannot have is a bunch of innocence on earth.